Hi, this is Aaron and Linda with Traveling Flamingo, and today we're going to be taking a tour of the JW Marriott located in Ontario, Canada, right on the banks of Lake Rosseau. And we're going to tell you what we think of this resort and whether or not, if you're somebody who is trying to create a staycation while in Ontario, this is a resort for you. We'll tell you all about it and what we think of it, all coming right up.
The JW Marriott Lake Rosseau is located about 2.5 to 3 hours outside of Toronto. If you're flying in internationally, unfortunately, there aren't really any close airports. You're looking at Toronto International Airport, which actually isn't located in Toronto, but rather Mississauga, or Billy Bishop Airport, which is downtown. So either way, you're still looking at a 3-hour drive. So just be aware of that if you're coming from outside of Ontario. The JW Marriott is located on the famous Lake Rosseau and is home to some amazing 19th century homes as well as modern mega cottages. Overall, it's a great location, but if you're not a fan of hotel restaurants and such, you'll want to make sure you have a car because you'll definitely have to drive to get other food options.
So this resort was originally built in 1984, and it was originally a summer resort called the Painton House. Most guests were fishermen, farmers, and later vacationers. And they had rebuilt this into a modern hotel. So if you go here today, it's not really based on the original resort that was there. It's based on a new resort with modern plumbing and everything else, which is always great. Recently, they redesigned the lobby and other public spaces to make it more modern. We also have a room tour to show you. If you're interested in knowing what the rooms here are like, we will have a video that pops up on your screen right now, and you can see what the resort rooms are like. However, today we're going to tell you about all the other features of the resort, including dining, the different restaurants you have, entertainment options, and the spa. So if you do like this video, or if you're interested in seeing more about videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to like our video.
In terms of dining, there are several restaurants at the resort, all of which have their own unique theme and charm. Cottage's restaurant, it has an indoor area as well as an outdoor patio. It's got a seasonal menu, great fresh food. It has terrific views of Lake Rosseau. It's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's got a casual dress code, so it's nice. You don't have to worry about dressing up for that one. Teca, Simply Italian, has delicious Italian food. It's open kitchen style, which I love. I love being able to see all the action going on in the kitchen. They are open from May to October, so really that high season, and they are only open for dinner. From November to April, they are seasonal hours, so you'll want to double check that for your stay if you're in those winter months. Lakes, it has indoor and outdoor dining. They do not take reservations, but it's a terrific, relaxed environment to meet up with friends and family, or if you want to watch a sporting event. They also have some great specialty cocktails, local beers, and a light menu, and again, terrific views of Lake Rosseau. The last restaurant is the Muskoka Chop House, and they offer custom prepared prime cuts. They have a very extensive wine list. We do recommend reservations here, and the dress code is smart casual, so you're not going to walk right up from the beach into that one. But definitely Teca and the Chop House you'll want to consider making reservations for.
I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on each of these restaurants and the different food offerings that they have, as well as the theme. So as Linda said, there is a number of restaurants here. The Muskoka Chop House, it's a fairly small restaurant, so do be sure to have a reservation for it. They don't just do steak here, although steak is obviously a very important part of this restaurant. You can get things like oysters, scallops, and pork belly. They also have a bunch of great sides, so just like most chop houses, you can get stuff like mac and cheese, broccoli, and Balderson smoked cheddar. If you've never had Balderson cheese, it's amazing. And you can really sort of order what you want, plus the sides. That does create an extra cost, though. So if you're having steaks, it'll cost for an 8-ounce filet about $60. A 12-ounce New York strip is about $56. A 16-ounce ribeye is about $58. And a 26-ounce porterhouse is $85. They also have the fresh catch of the day. And that's, of course, as always, market prices. There is another restaurant called Cottages. Cottages is inside and outside. Mostly during COVID, the outdoor portion is what's open, so they didn't really have the inside portion open while we were there. However, they have great views of Lake Rosseau and the pool area below. This is generally sort of a pub-style restaurant with a nice area and open atmosphere. There's the Country Market Resort Shop and Cafe. This is a place that if you want to get a coffee or pick up some gifts, you can go ahead and pick it up here. You can also get a very quick sandwich if you just want something to go quickly in the morning. There's also Teca, Simply Italian. This is the Italian restaurant where they have your traditional Italian restaurant food. We didn't try this one specifically. We opted for the steakhouse. However, you can expect classics like a classic Italian food here, such as Atlantic lobster ravioli for $37, shrimp risotto for $33, and a rack of Ontario lamb for $48. And Linda is a huge lamb fan and probably is sad she missed that. There's also the deck that's only open in the summer. The deck is an outdoor space with several tiered decks. I think there's 3 of them, and these look right onto Lake Rosseau. They have wonderful wood-burning pizza oven outside there, and they make great pizzas. A lot of great summer food, such as fresh thin-cut pizza, burgers, fries, and custom-crafted drinks. There's also Lakes. It's called The Gathering Place. It's indoor and outdoors. However, it's mostly indoors. Lakes has a wonderful nautical theme. You'll see this restaurant as soon as you walk into the doors. There's a large bar with many custom cocktails. They've usually got the current sporting events on TV there, so you can watch them. It's got a really big, nice horseshoe bar, so you can sort of meet other people while you're there. Lakes provides a very laid-back atmosphere for you to unwind, and food here is very similar to Cottages, if not the exact same. So they're kind of the same restaurant, but different interpretations on theme.
So while we were there, we wanted to make sure we got to try a few different of the restaurants to let you know our experience and what we thought. The first one we went to was Muskoka Chop House, and that's the steakhouse. We did have reservations, although at that night it wasn't very busy. We started with the scallops. They are $24 and were absolutely delicious. I wish somebody would teach me how to make scallops because I love them and we only get them when we go out. Aaron had the 8-ounce filet for $63, and it was cooked just the way he likes it. I had the bison for $56 and enjoyed that. We shared the truffle fries for $11, and they did not hold back on the truffle and Parmesan, and then we just had a Pepsi to drink. So overall, it was a little bit pricier than what we would usually have at a steakhouse near us, but the quality was good, and you are the convenience of at the resort and being on vacation. We also went to Cottages. There I tried their cucumber lavender drink. It's $7. It was delicious. I really liked that. Aaron had the virgin black bear, which is $7. We shared the poutine. It was pretty good. Nice gravy on it. I had the Muskoka salad for $16 and would definitely have that again. Aaron tried the JW burger and he liked those truffle fries, so he got that again. And the burger was $19 plus $3 for the truffle fries, plus bacon and cheese is an extra $4. So you can see that it's the casual dining, but the not casual prices, we'll say. So the food was good, but you are still paying, I think, the convenience of it being at the resort. The deck was one of my favorite restaurants. I think this is the one down right near the second pool by the water, and you are overlooking the beach and all the water activities. So we got the kettle chips and green goddess to start. That's $10. The green goddess, I don't really know, but the kettle chips are pretty good. We also had some tortilla chips and salsa. To me, it just felt like a bag of tortilla chips that were opened and some salsa, so that wasn't anything special, but we were looking for something a little salty to crunch on, and that was $12. We then shared the 12-inch wood fire margarita pizza for $19, and that was really great. It was definitely a shareable size. We enjoyed that. I would go back and possibly pass on those shareable chips and Tostitos and just get a pizza to share. It was really nice. Definitely enjoyed that. And it's a nice relaxing place. We had a couple of margaritas and just enjoyed watching everyone enjoying the water sports and activities. The final restaurant we tried was Lakes, which is very similar to Cottages. There we had the vegetable samosas, and they're pretty good. They were fried samosas. I usually have them baked where I go, but they were pretty good, $15. And Aaron had the prime rib sandwich for $21. So overall, the prices are a little inflated because it's the convenience of being there. But if I found that many of the restaurants weren't very busy, so there is a pretty good kitchen in your room if people are eating there or taking their cars to explore elsewhere in the Muskoka area.
Yeah, the restaurants were really great. I enjoyed Lakes, which was the one that you can kind of see Lake Rosseau from. I also enjoyed the prime rib sandwich. The prime rib was okay, probably a little bit overcooked. I do think the prices are a bit high in Canadian dollars. I find it's a little bit expensive, but not overall too bad. There are other restaurants you can go to in this area if you're interested. However, it's probably easier just to go ahead and eat on property. The scallops at Muskoka Chop House were great. So was the beef. Really, really good beef. We also really, again, enjoyed Cottages and Lakes, similar menus, different sort of ambiance for both of them. And the deck is just a really great place to take your family or, whoever and sit down and enjoy a beautiful view while outside. Definitely recommend this during those warmer months in Ontario.
There is a lot of entertainment and activities and fun to be had for all ages as well. There's so many options. We were never bored. You're only bored if you really want to be bored sitting and relaxing. So they have a terrific indoor-outdoor pool, which we saw a lot of families enjoying options to sit inside or outside. The hot tub, unfortunately, was closed during COVID, but there is a nice big hot tub as well. Some of the summer activities they have, a biking trail, boating, there's fly fishing, hiking, jet skiing, jogging trails, kayaking, mountain biking, the sauna, scuba diving, tennis, volleyball, water skiing, hunting, guided nature walks, and family movie nights. In the winter, I think it would be so beautiful to be there in the winter. There is snow skiing there all season round. You've got swimming, table tennis, fitness, campfires with s'mores, which I'm all about, crafts, and trivia night. And what I was very interested in was what was included in our resort fee. So in your fee, there will be an automatic resort fee, and the walking trails are included, the pools. In terms of non-motorized sports, all kayaking, paddleboarding, and canoes are included in your resort fee. The beach lounge cabanas are first come, first serve and included. Bike rentals, billiard table tennis, frisbee golf, and there is a shuttle that will take you from the main cabin at the top down to the beach. So that is all included as well. But there's so many wonderful outdoor activities. There's great options if the weather is not cooperating to be inside. I think they've done a great job making sure there's enough to be doing all year round, regardless of our Canadian weather and whatever it's going to throw at you.
They do also have a spa and fitness area. There was a pretty good sized fitness area here, and the spa had lots of availability. We were, of course, here during COVID. We didn't try the spa specifically. However, we did go through the gym, and it seemed very big. There was nobody really in it when we were there, which was great for taking video. All in all, though, pretty good accommodations for both of those things. On the list of things that we liked, being right there on the water was amazing. Seating was not the most sort of ample. Again, this was during COVID, so they were trying to do social distancing and so forth. However, there wasn't a lot of space, and I can imagine it gets pretty packed. The outdoor seating options like the pool bar and the wood fire pizza were also really amazing, and we did enjoy that. Did give you extra places to sit. The amount of restaurant and food options did also help. You are in Muskoka. It does, become a bit difficult to travel places. So having them right there in your resort is great to have. The rooms also had a pretty big sort of kitchenette, so you could have some cooking going on in your own room, which again was really great, especially if you got a family. They had lots of amenities to do pretty well anything that you wanted, and the resort was very large. It was sold out while we were there, but it didn't seem crammed with people. There was still a lot of space, and we were still able to maintain social distancing. So all in all, the way in which they manage the number of people that they have there is very good. It's a fairly large property, and there's lots of places to go and explore.
So overall, I would say we really did like the resort and our time there. We stayed until the very last second we had to leave and get in the car. We went and enjoyed some more time at the beach, even though it was raining that morning because it's so beautiful out there on the water. And it was actually nice. It was a little rainy because it was pretty quiet. As Aaron said, it can get busy. And so overall, the amount of amenities, what was included, I think that we had a great time and it was a very nice weekend. So some of the things that we didn't like, prior to arriving, we were trying to call to make reservations as we knew the resort was sold out. And there was one day we were calling, and we couldn't get through. We actually tried calling Marriott and then they weren't able to. So they put in a request on our account. It was just really the communication between the Marriott and then JW Marriott Muskoka did not seem to connect because that we ended up talking to Marriott, who was supposed to leave a note, and when we got there, it wasn't there. So that was a little bit frustrating. The beach lounge cabanas, let us know if you've been there, if you had the same experience. It is first come, first serve, and people would just leave their stuff. I mean, the cabanas were gone pretty early in the morning. And one night we'd walk down to take some pictures and you saw people left life jackets, bags, shoes, like just to hold on to those cabanas. And I don't know if they don't usually take stuff off or because it's COVID, the employees weren't touching any of it. So, the one morning we were up a bit earlier to go paddleboarding and went down, many of the chairs already still had people's stuff on it. So that was something that was a little frustrating. The walk from the main hotel down to the beach, it is a long walk and it's a lot of stairs. It's a vertical walk, so going down or up. So, if mobilities or bad knees or whatever, there is a way to access it, sort of a back route way where you're taking the elevators, but you sort of need to know where you're going or you're waiting and there is a shuttle, but it is, it is elevated. And another thing that was weird for us, because Aaron is a JW Marriott Gold member, there was supposed to be upgrade or whatever. And I mean, our view was a standard view out into the forest that was there off on the side. But if that was supposed to be upgraded, I don't know. So just like little things, again, the connection between the overall Marriott company and JW Marriott, some of those things didn't line up. But these are just very small things. The theming of the main lobby has been redone. It's very modern, and then you get to your room and it's pretty disconnected. It's sort of like an old ski chalet room, and it's nice and it's a large room, but it did feel a bit dated. So just a couple little things, but I would actually go back.
So on to the big question. Is this worth the money? Well, overall, it was a bit more expensive when we came here because of COVID, and there was clearly a lot of people who were trying to have staycations like we were. However, overall, the location was great. You were able to do a whole bunch of different activities, which was amazing. The food options were really good. I wouldn't expect the most amazing meal that you'll ever eat. However, they were very decent options and the food selection was really good. So you have a great diversity of flavor. You had your own little sort of amenities and kitchenette that you're able to make your own food if you wanted to. They do have fireplaces in the rooms, which is really nice. And again, if you'd like to see more about the rooms, check out our room tour. And overall, we did enjoy it. It was very nice. It's all seasons, really good amenities. Staff was amazing. So we would recommend going to this specific resort. We enjoyed it. We would definitely go back. And, overall, we would recommend it.
So in terms of worth the money as well, just to add on, I do feel that Aaron and I, we really did take advantage of everything that was included. If it's included, I definitely want to try it. So for us, I think it was worth the price because we did take advantage of a lot of those amenities that were included and would recommend this. But this is our opinion from our experience. So if you've ever been, please let us know in the comments below. What was your experience? Do you think it's worth it? Or would you rather just get a cottage in the area if you can? So please do make sure you hit that likes and subscribe button and leave us some comments in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it, and happy travels.